Hello twin flames and welcome to the Divine Masculine reading for Thursday. So today I'm going to use the Divine Masculine Revelations by the amazing Mystic Moon. Now, these symptoms the masculines have been having, the eye, it's still there today but it's clearing up, and that's because yesterday I really spoke in detail about what's going on with the eyes and the masculines being very aware of what's going on around them now, and they're not really liking what they see. And now they know that they have to make changes. So they've known this for a while, but over the last few days, especially over the weekend, it really became clear to them that they need to make changes. And today, them angels made me bash up my toe. Now, when we hurt our toes, it's connected with minor fears of the future. And, you know, if you've got this amazing book, Heal Your Body by Louise Hay, anything that happens to you physically, you know, if something happens, if you knock your arm up or you knock your finger or you cut yourself or anything happens and you're thinking, what does that mean? You know, is that connected with me just being a klutz, or is that connected with the twin flame journey? And I know from experience that whatever they show me physically is usually connected with the twin flame journey. And right now, because I'm connected with the masculine energy, I'm thinking, okay, well, I know that banging up my toe the way I did is connected with the divine masculine. So if we go to this book, it gives you the answer. So that's why it's a really good reference book. You know, if you want to connect with this, especially if you're picking up a lot of ascension symptoms, or, you know, you are connecting a lot with your divine masculine's physical energy and you want to know what's going on, this is a great book to have. So if we go to the back of the book, it's got an appendix with everything in there. So we go to toes, and it says represents the minor details of the future. So this shows you that the masculines are slightly worried about the future because it's a minor detail. It's not a major detail. It's a minor detail. We also know that they're going through blocks in communication. The throat chakra is being healed right now. They've got things they need to say, things they want to express to you, things they want to say in their physical world. They want to have conversations with the karmic partner, with the boss, with colleagues, with their own self to speak their truth. So we know that they're also going through blocks in communication. You know, they're going through struggles with the throat chakra. This could be a block. It could be flu-like symptoms, rubbish on the throat, things they need to cough up. The way is being made to clear. So also minor fears of the future. You know, and they've been coming through in the DM to DF reading saying, will you reject me? You know, will you accept me back? Will you forgive me for what I've done? So that can also create all of this energy around the throat chakra that's being released right now. So this can come through as this block. So regarding the toes, again, it says minor fears of the future, minor details of the future. And it says details. So they give me the word fears because we go into fear around the future and what will happen. And I feel the masculines are definitely experiencing that. But minor details of the future, that means the planning. You know, they're in planning mode. They're working out the minor details of how they're going to make changes. And the affirmation is all details take care of themselves. And that's really what the angels are helping the masculines to understand, that the details will take care of themselves. And if we go to the throat and we look a little bit deeper at this as well, which I really feel is helping. And, you know, it really helps me as well as an empath, because I find that whenever I am channeling something physically like this and I talk about it, it starts to clear up, which helps me out, you know, and the eye is feeling a lot better today. So I feel this is going to clear up soon. So by the weekend, the masculines are going to be a lot clearer about what to do. So throat, it says avenue of expression. So this is how they express themselves, channel of creativity. And the masculines can sometimes be blocked as well in their creativity until they are actually with the divine feminine. You know, like with George, he started his YouTube channel after he got into union with me because he felt he was ready to express his avenue of creativity. So if your masculine is struggling with something in his kind of creative projects, with his talents, with his dreams, and you're thinking, why isn't he doing that? He's so talented. You know, why isn't he working more on his goals? It's because he's not with you. He's feeling blocked. He feels stuck. He feels, you know, like he can't be himself. That's another block. So when he's in union with you and he's connecting with you, even if he's just spending time with you, he feels inspired. That's why sometimes when the masculines are around you, they work on the dreams, and it seems like, oh, all of a sudden they're having success, or things seem to be working out, or they're going towards the dreams again. And you're thinking, oh, you've had that positive influence on them. It can trigger you at times because you think, oh, he seems to be happy again now then. I've just gave him what he needed then and he's gone away again. But when he's away from you again, he will always find those blocks because he's always inspired by you. He's, kind of in this creative expression when he's with you. So the message is, I open my heart and I sing the joys of love. That's why the masculines can sing when they're in the presence of the divine feminine. You may not know that yet because you haven't spent enough time with them in the physical world, but your masculine will sing in the shower. He will sing around the house. George does. Not because he's musical and talented in that way, but because he just feels uplifted. It's your vibration and your power and your light putting him in that energy. And you may even be aware of that. You may really resonate with that because you've experienced that yourself. So problems as in sore throat, block, all these things, the inability to speak up for oneself. So the masculines right now are dealing with needing to speak up for their self. That means speak their truth to you, to the karmic partner in their life. And it's also swallowed anger. So when the masculines swallow their anger, they feel frustrated, they feel agitated, they feel angry at the situation, the circumstances themselves. They swallow all of that anger and stifle creativity, refusal to change. So this is what the masculine's gone through in the past. Refusal to change because he's been in denial, or he's been distracted, or he hasn't been facing his truth. And all of a sudden now everything's coming at him at once. That's why he's dealing with all these symptoms. So the affirmation is, it's okay to make noise. So the masculines are realising it's okay to talk, it's okay to speak, it's okay to express themselves. I express myself freely and joyously. I speak up for myself with ease, and I express my creativity because I'm willing to change. So your masculine is saying to you, I'm willing to change. I know I need to speak up and express myself and be me. So that's really, without even using the cards, that's the channeled message today, that's the energy. So if you bang up your toe, or you have this block in the throat, you're not sure what's going on, or any other physical symptoms with the eyes, or anything else, remember you are channeling right now your masculine's energy because you're connecting with him day by day. And that can be hard sometimes as a divine feminine because we're usually operating in a higher frequency, and when you're constantly connecting with your masculine, it can bring down your vibe. So that's why you were more accustomed to connecting with their physical ascension symptoms. It's very powerful. So thank you, angels. What's the masculine going through today? What revelation is he having today? What do we need to know? Right cards need to come out. That's why it was a big shuffle there. So I've got 4 cards. So the first card is music. Song lyrics are speaking to me. Now, this is very powerful because I just spoke about the masculine singing, maybe singing around the house. So they may be listening to a lot of music right now. They could be very musical. It could be very athletic. You can see there you've got someone kind of doing gymnastics, or, kind of using exercise as an outlet, because there could even be a dancer here. But when the masculines need to release things, they can use a physical practice as an outlet. So, boxing. And that's why it's so powerful when we punch a pillow or we scream, because we're releasing things. Maybe going for a run, or, doing some weights or exercise, whatever he's doing, yoga, dance, if they're female as well and male. But movement of the physical body to music is actually helping them to release whatever's going on inside. So it's creating a physical outlet for their emotion. It says song lyrics are speaking to me. So also he's reminding you that he's being reminded of you in songs. He's being shown the answers through music. He's very connected with music right now. And he's also sending music to you. Touch. I can still feel you. So he's feeling you right now. He's connecting with you right now. He's visualizing you, and he feels your physical touch. and he feels you. You may feel his physical touch, especially as you're falling asleep at night. You may feel something brushing your shoulder or your face, or you may feel a change in the air pressure because you're connecting with each other. You're feeling each other's love. So he's saying, I can still feel you. You touch me. And you touch him through music. He feels the touch through music. Because remember, it's not just about a physical touch. It's the way we get touched inside. The way our emotions are touched. The way we feel things. So really, touch is this feeling. He feels you through music. And we've got affected, or it says afflicted, affected, and addicted. These are the words they're giving me. Our connection still affects me. They're giving me a block. So even though you may not be in communication, he's letting you know he's still affected by you. And he's afflicted by things in his life. And, he's dealing with addictions and chaos and confusion and things he needs to release. So, if you've been worried about your masculine giving up a certain addiction, or if he's going to release things from his life, things that affect him, afflict him, he's showing you he will. And he's saying our connection still affects me. Affects him in a positive way because he feels alive with you. He feels the touch of you. He feels the power of you. But he wants you to know he cares. He loves you. Of course he does. He's your twin. So he's showing you he's affected by you. And we've got happiness. I still remember the good times we shared. So he's letting you know when he thinks of you, when he connects with you, when he feels you, when he touches you, when he's listening to that music. He feels happiness. He remembers the good times you shared. So he's fantasizing about that right now. And that's also keeping him going. So the energy of you is keeping him going. So this is why he's dealing with all these things, because he wants to be happy. When he thinks of you, regardless of what's gone on, regardless of the pain or the arguments or anything else, the conflict, when he thinks of you, Divine Feminine, he thinks of happiness and joy. And that's his light. And that's what he's focusing on right now, moving towards that again. So he's connected with music today. There may also be blocks in the nose and the throat still, but the nose too. Releasing things that need to go, a stuffy nose. They're giving me that right now. So what's a stuffy nose? Okay, let's connect with that. We know it's creating some kind of block. So if we go to nose, we've got bleeds, runny. It's none of them. Stuffy. Not recognising the self-worth. Wow. So if he's having a stuffy nose, which he may be doing too, he's not recognising his own self. That he deserves you, that he deserves the world, that he deserves happiness in his life. So I love and appreciate myself is the right affirmation to use. So he's starting to love and appreciate himself. And that's why he's waking up. That's why he's looking around and he's thinking, well, I don't want this to be my life anymore. It's not satisfying me anymore. So this is what he's releasing. And when we accept ourselves, all these physical things go away because we feel at peace and we feel at ease. And I feel this is the energy that's going to move in. So, I may experience physical symptoms a lot when I'm channeling the masculines, but I feel these will ease as they wake up more to their truth collectively. And they start appreciating things in their life, start appreciating you, making you their priority by making the self their priority too. So beautiful message today showing you the masculines are doing their work, the angels are informing them of their truth and helping them to see. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.